Hello, friends, and welcome to English Unleashed, the podcast for learners who want to speak English with confidence and joy. I'm Tom, and I'm here to guide you step by step, day by day, towards speaking English more naturally. I'll speak slowly and clearly so you can follow along, repeat after me, and practice in real time. Today we'll talk about something very simple but also very powerful: how to practice English every single day. Many learners believe they must move to the UK, the US, or another English-speaking country to become fluent. They imagine that unless they live in London or New York, fluency is impossible. But that's not true. You don't need to live abroad. You don't need a native speaker at your side every day. You don't even need to spend hours with grammar books. What you really need are small, smart steps, simple actions you can repeat daily. Actions that fit into your busy schedule, help you feel comfortable, and slowly build fluency. Let's dive in. Tip 1. What is shadowing? Maybe you've heard this word before, shadowing. Maybe it's new for you. Shadowing is one of the best techniques to improve both listening and speaking at the same time. Here's how it works. You listen to someone speaking English, like me right now. You repeat exactly what they say, at the same speed, with the same tone and rhythm. You don't stop to translate. You don't check a dictionary. You just copy the sound like an echo. Let's try together. I'll say a sentence, and you repeat after me. I want to speak English fluently. Now you, I listen to English every day. Now you, shadowing helps me speak better. Now you, excellent, that's shadowing. At first it may feel strange. You might not understand every word, and that's okay. Shadowing is not about perfect understanding. It's about training your brain and your mouth to work together. It helps you get used to the sounds of English, the rhythm, the movement of words. Do this for just 5 minutes a day, and over time you'll notice big results: faster speech, clearer pronunciation, and more natural rhythm. Tip 1. Listen to English every day. If you want to speak better, you must listen more. Not just once a week, not only in class, every single day. Listening gives you new vocabulary, shows you the real rhythm of English, and trains your ears to understand faster. It also helps you hear how English is spoken in real life, not only in textbooks. How can you do this? Listen to podcasts like this one. Play English music, watch short YouTube videos. Try English news for learners or simple audio stories. Here's the key: you don't need to understand 100%. Even if you understand 30% or 50%, it's still helpful. Just let the sounds enter your ears. You can listen while walking, cleaning, cooking, exercising, or even relaxing. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day makes a difference. Think of it as background music for your brain. Tip 2. Shadow what you hear. Listening is good, but speaking makes you strong. That's why the next step is to shadow what you hear. After you listen to a sentence or a short audio clip, repeat it immediately. Match the voice, the rhythm, the melody. For example, I want to get better at English. Repeat. I don't understand everything, but I keep going. Repeat. I'm improving little by little. Repeat. Do this every day. Repeat the same sentences again and again. With time, your pronunciation will become clearer, your speaking smoother, and your confidence higher. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be practiced. Tip 3. Think in English, one thought at a time. One of the biggest changes you can make is learning to think in English. At first, it's difficult. Your brain wants to translate everything. But translation is slow, it creates stress, it makes conversation heavy. So how do you stop? Start small. Think short, simple thoughts in English. When you wake up, it's morning. I need coffee. When you step outside, the sky is blue. I see a dog. During the day, I'm working. I'm tired. I want to go home. These are simple, yes, but powerful. They train your brain to connect directly to English. No translation, no delay. Later, try whispering them aloud. It's like having a quiet daily conversation with yourself. Now, here's the important part. Don't just learn rules and listen to me. Learn by doing, by repeating, by trying to speak. This is the way to grow. This is the way to be better. You can do it. Why? Because you already know a lot more than you think. For example, look at these pictures. What do you see? Simple, right? You probably learned these words in the first few weeks of studying English, and yet they help you describe a whole world of objects and actions. So don't be afraid to use them, even if you're not perfect. The most important thing is to feel comfortable with the basics, and then what? Then comes the real magic. Think back to the last time you spoke English. What did you talk about? Did you discuss food, family, work, hobbies? You probably used some basic words and phrases, but you managed to communicate, right? You expressed ideas, asked questions, made simple sentences. You already have all the tools you need. You just need to use them more. Here are 3 ways to make it easier. Step 1, talk to yourself. I know it sounds funny, but it works. Talking helps you remember words and get comfortable with English. At first, you may feel shy. It's okay. Just try. Say simple things like, "Today I'll study English," or "Tomorrow I'll cook dinner." Don't worry about mistakes. Just enjoy talking. Step 2, write 1 new sentence every day. Writing helps you learn new words and practice your grammar. It's like solving a puzzle. You use all the pieces you know to create something new. So start small. Write 1 new sentence every day. Describe something you see, something you feel, or something you want. For example, "The sun is shining today. I feel happy." I love learning English. Look, you already know most of the words. You just need to put them together. Step 3, find a language partner. If possible, it's great to practice with someone. You can talk about anything you like and correct each other's mistakes. It's like playing a game together. To find a partner, you can use social media, online groups, or apps designed for language learners. Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. Enjoy the process. Celebrate small wins and never stop practicing. See you next time. Hi, it's me. Today we're going to talk about some more effective methods to improve your English listening skills. But we won't stop there. We're going to continue with part 2 of the best ways to learn English. Remember in the last lesson we talked about shadowing, daily listening, and learning to think in English step by step. Now let's move forward. These next tips will help you use English more actively, not just in your head, but with your voice, your writing, and your daily habits. Tip 4, read aloud. Reading silently is useful, but reading aloud is even more powerful. Why? Because it trains your mouth, tongue, and brain to work together. It's like exercise for your speaking muscles, so here's how to do it. Choose short, simple texts, a children's story, a beginner-level article, or a dialogue from a podcast. Read it slowly and clearly the first time. Read again a little faster. Read once more with more energy and expression like an actor. This practice improves your pronunciation, your rhythm, and your fluency. At first, it may feel strange to speak loudly when you're alone, but think of it as rehearsal. Just like actors practice lines before a performance, you are practicing English before real conversations. Tip 5. Keep a short English diary. Another simple but powerful daily habit is writing a diary. You don't need to write long essays or complicated grammar. 3 short sentences about your day are enough. For example, "Today I went to work. I was very tired. I drank 2 cups of coffee," or "It rained this morning. I stayed home. I watched an English video." That's it. Just a few sentences every evening. This practice helps you learn how to describe your real life in English. Over time, your grammar and vocabulary grow naturally. You can use a small notebook, your phone, or even a notes app. If you have a friend who's also learning English, you can write short messages to each other. That way, you practice writing and connection at the same time. Tip 6. Record 1-minute voice messages. This is one of my favorite ways to practice. Every evening, take your phone and record a 1-minute voice message. Talk about your day, your plans, your feelings, or something you learned. For example, "Today was busy. I had a meeting in the morning. I cooked lunch for my family. In the evening, I watched a short English video." It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. No one else has to hear it. This is only for you. When you listen to your own voice, you learn a lot. You notice your pronunciation, your grammar, your rhythm. You begin to recognize common mistakes, and that means you can fix them next time. This small habit builds 3 important things: confidence, fluency, and self-awareness. Tip 7. Join an English group online. You don't need to wait for a classroom to practice. Today, there are thousands of learners online just like you. You can join a WhatsApp or Telegram group. Use language exchange apps like Tandem. Join Facebook groups for English learners. Even if you only read messages or write short answers, it's useful. You can send text, voice notes, or small questions. Why is this powerful? Because it makes English feel alive. It's no longer just something you study in books, it becomes a way to connect with real people around the world. And when English becomes social, it feels more natural. Tip 8. Watch short videos and repeat. Finally, use the internet to your advantage. TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts are full of short English videos. Choose topics you enjoy: food, travel, daily life, even comedy. Here's the method. Watch the same short video 2 or 3 times. Pause after each sentence. Repeat exactly what you hear. Try to copy the speaker's tone, speed, and style. Even if the video is only 20 seconds long, it's great practice. The sentences are real, modern, and natural. You'll learn how English is spoken today, not just in old textbooks. So far, you've learned how to listen, shadow, think in English, read aloud, write short diaries, record voice messages, join groups, and repeat short videos. Notice how all of these are small, daily actions. None of them take more than 10 to 15 minutes. But together, they create strong habits. And strong habits lead to real fluency. Now it's time to try these tips and put them into your daily routine. Some of them might seem easy, but remember, consistency is the key. It's not about one big study session, it's about small steps every day. So which tip will you start with? Maybe reading aloud or recording voice messages? Which one excites you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this lesson, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps us grow and bring you more awesome content. Now let's see how well you understand this lesson. Listen to each question carefully and choose the correct answer. Here's the first question. What does reading aloud do? A. It improves your grammar. B. It trains your mouth and brain. C. It helps you memorize new words. Okay, the second question. How many sentences should you write in your English diary? A. As many as you can. B. At least 3. C. Only 1. The third question, what's the best way to practice with short videos? A. Watch without understanding. B. Repeat each sentence after the video. C. Share the videos with your friends. The fourth question, what's one of the best ways to improve your pronunciation? A. Listen to podcasts. B. Watch TV shows. C. Read aloud. The fifth question, what's important when you join an English group online? A. To make many new friends. B. To talk with native speakers. C. To practice regularly. Alright, now let's check your answers. Answer 1, B is correct. Reading aloud trains your mouth and brain. 2, B is right. At least 3 sentences in your English diary. 3, B is correct. Repeat each sentence after the video. 4, C is right. Reading aloud helps improve your pronunciation. And 5, C is correct. To practice regularly. If you got 4 or 5 answers right, you're a superstar. Give yourself a big smile. If you got 3 answers right, you're on the right path. Keep going. And if you got 2 or 1 answer right, don't worry. Every journey starts with the first step. So keep trying and you'll get there. Now, I want to ask you a question. What's your favorite way to practice English? Please share with us in the comments. Also, if you want to keep improving your English, remember to subscribe so you never miss out on new lessons. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you in the next lesson. Bye. Hey there, welcome to English Unleashed, where we turn slow listening into fast results. In the first 2 parts of this series, we talked about small, simple actions you can take every day to improve your English quickly and easily. We covered 8 techniques: listening every day, shadowing, thinking in English, reading aloud, writing short diaries, recording voice messages, joining groups, and using short videos. All of these are practical, simple actions you can take daily. Now let's go deeper. Today I want to show you how to make English not just something you study, but something you live. No. 1. English as part of your life. You know when you have a habit, something you do every day without thinking. For example, making your bed or drinking coffee. These are not chores, they are not tasks. They are simply part of your life. English can be the same. Think of English like your morning coffee, your daily walk, or your favorite app. These things are not homework. They are simply part of your life. For example, asterisk instead of saying good morning in your native language, say it in English. Instead of writing your to-do list in your own language, try it in English. Instead of scrolling for 5 minutes in your mother tongue, scroll in English. These are not big changes, but they make a big difference. They slowly teach your brain that English is not a school subject. It's part of your daily identity. Here is another great thing. These small actions can happen anywhere, anytime. You don't need a special classroom or expensive materials. You don't even need a lot of free time. You just need to live your life in English. It's easy, it's natural, and it works. Number 2, build English habits, not English pressure. When we learn something new, we often feel a lot of pressure. For example, I should study 2 hours a day, but pressure doesn't help us learn. It makes us stressed, tired, and demotivated. So instead of focusing on what you should do, focus on what you can do, focus on habits. Habits are small actions you can repeat again and again almost automatically. For example, asterisk listening to a podcast while you walk, writing 3 sentences in your diary every night, recording 1 short voice note at the end of the day. These habits take only a few minutes, but if you repeat them every day, the effect is powerful. Imagine you do 10 minutes a day for 365 days. That's more than 60 hours of English practice in 1 year, and it feels easy. If you try to do 60 hours of intensive studying, it will feel overwhelming. But if you do 10 minutes of habits, it feels like fun. And that is the key to long-term success. No, free identity. See yourself as an English speaker. Now I want to share one of the biggest secrets. Fluency is not only about grammar and vocabulary. It's about identity. Ask yourself, do I see myself as a student of English, or do I see myself as an English speaker? If you see yourself only as a student, you may always feel like you are waiting for the teacher, waiting for permission, waiting until you are ready. But if you decide, I am an English speaker, everything changes. You don't wait. You use English now, even with mistakes. You practice with confidence. You live with the language instead of chasing it. And remember, you don't need a perfect accent. You don't need to know 1 million words. You don't need to spend 10 years in an English-speaking country. You just need to see yourself as a speaker of English and start speaking. Children don't wait until they are perfect. They speak, they make mistakes, they try again. You can do the same. No, 4, motivation. The real reason to learn. Why do you want to learn English? To travel, to connect with people, to learn new ideas? Or maybe to enjoy movies without subtitles, or to feel more confident at work. This is your motivation. But sometimes motivation is not enough to keep you going. You need a deeper reason. So ask yourself, why is this important to me? Maybe it's freedom. Maybe it's connection. Maybe it's knowledge. Write down your reason. Put it on a note near your desk. When you feel tired, remember why you started. Motivation is not about always feeling excited. It's about remembering your deeper purpose. No, 5, a simple daily plan. Let's put everything together. Here is one simple plan you can follow. Morning, create a small English island. For example, 5 to 10 minutes of listening to a podcast or reading a short text aloud. Daytime, use micro moments. For example, say in your mind, I'm opening the fridge. I'm tying my shoes. I'm walking to the bus. Evening, watch one short English video. Repeat the sentences with the same rhythm and tone. Night, write 3 diary sentences. Record a 1-minute voice message about your day. Before bed, do short self-talk. Today I worked hard. I learned something new. Tomorrow I want to try again. This plan is short, simple, and realistic. Anyone can do it. And if you repeat it daily, the results will surprise you. No. 6. Believe in yourself. Finally, remember this, English is not only about skill, it's also about belief. Many learners think, I can't do it, I'm too old, I'm too busy. My memory is bad, but none of this is true. Language is natural. Every child in the world learns to speak, and you can too. You already learned your first language. That means your brain knows how. You don't need perfection. You need practice, patience, and persistence. Mistakes are not failures. They are signs of progress. Every mistake means you are trying. Every small step builds your future fluency. You can do it. Closing. So, my friends, here's the truth. You don't need to move to London or New York. You don't need a perfect accent. You don't need to study grammar for hours every night. What you need is small daily steps. Listen, shadow, think in English, read aloud, write, record, connect, repeat, build habits. Create English islands. Believe in yourself. And one day, without even noticing, you will find yourself speaking naturally, confidently, and joyfully in English. I believe in you. Keep practicing. Keep learning. And most of all, keep enjoying the journey. This is Tom from English Unleashed. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and stay confident. Bye for now.